Okay, so welcome back guys. Today we are going to talk about UI libraries for React, in specific the Chakra UI. Why I chose this UI? Because it's pretty simple and you can just do almost everything with minimal setup. So as you see here, you can see the example button. So you just need to make a button and every component is just made by default. You just need to pass the parameters. It's so easy, like you don't need to style anything or you don't need to make custom components. Chakra gives it to you by default. And there are many some very special components here, like you would take much time to make this individually, but if you can see like this progress thing, you can just make this pre-made component and just put it anywhere in your app. And we have even skeleton loaders here, right here. So if you see, this loading style is great. Like it's almost better than spinners. Instead of just showing a spinner when you are loading, you can just show a skeleton so that the user gets an idea of what is actually going to be shown after your page is loaded. And there are toast. This is the feature I personally like so much because these are alert, they are like alerts. So if I click show toast, you can just see here it's an example toast and I can just customize it any way I want without even changing any of the CSS. So if I do this, if I do this, it will just come here and it's so easy and I can just change it to anything. And if I do it error, then it will show this in red color, and I like this feature personally. And there are a lot of features. You can just look at this. I'll just put this link in description. There's a lot of things here. And one more thing, when you guys use Chakra, you can use the dark mode and it's pretty simple to set up. So let's see what we are going to build today. So this is what we are going to make today. Like, it's nothing special, it's just a form which does absolutely nothing. This page is just featuring the special features of Chakra UI. Like, you see the customized boxes and it looks good. And first of all, let me just click login, and as you see, this text appears in an alert and I can just click it many times and it can just come, and it's like application wide. You can just call this alert from anywhere. Basically they call it the toasts. Yeah, they call it toasts, so they can be called from anywhere and its color can be modified easily. And the special thing about this page is if I click toggle theme, it will go into dark mode, and so the text box colors and the login color will change. And yeah, you see the changes in the color. Yeah, so this feature is quite useful and I like this. So let's get into VS Code and start coding. So here we are in VS Code, and as always we need to install React first. So we will just go ahead and npx create React app now, and the dot specifies that I want to install React in the same folder. I don't want to make a separate folder for it. So let's hit enter. And yeah, this is going to take time. This is very normal. So I'll just pause the video and I'll be back as soon as this completes. Okay, so I had waited like 5 minutes and React is now installed. So we need to install the Chakra packages. So let's go to Chrome. I'll just put this link in the description. We just need to copy this and just paste it here and it will just install. So till that's installing, let's just do a quick cleanup. So let's go here. We don't need these files, so I'll just select these. So we just don't need these files, so let's get rid of them. Now things will break, of course, so we need to remove these logo imports and CSS imports. We also don't need all of this, and we would just return a fragment for now. Here we go. And in index, we don't need index.css anymore. Neither we need a service worker. And yeah, just remove all of this. Okay, so we have just cleaned up. Let me check if anything is left. No, and nothing is left. So till then I would also just make a new component, as we are going to need it. I'll just name it homepage.js. So here I would like to mention that I have some extensions installed. So just install this auto rename tag, bracket pair colorizer, ES7 React Redux. So I'm basically going to use this to create an entire snippet of React. So what just I need to do is RACFE, and I just need to enter so that it makes a complete React snippet for me. So here we go, and now I just need to set the spacing to that's my personal preference, and yeah, here we go, and we will just return a fragment. Yeah, so let's do an npm start for now. Nothing will happen, by the way. Let's go to app.js. Okay, so it's definitely not going to show anything. So we need to import a couple of things here, by the way. So let's do that. We basically need a theme provider. No, not in React, sorry. We need from Chakra. So here we go. From yeah, Chakra UI code. So I need theme provider. I need the theme which is by default. I need the color provider. Yeah, color mode provider, and I need CSS reset. So let me tell you what this thing does. Theme provider just lets your app know that this is a Chakra app. Theme is just the default theme which is made by Chakra, like light mode and dark mode, and CSS color mode provider is just a service, and CSS reset. This is a very important thing. Like, you should always use CSS reset because it just disables all the default browser CSS, so that other things do not interfere with Chakra. So here we go. Now let's open a theme. Everything must be in the theme provider, by the way. So let's go to I will not even use fragment for this. Let me cut this. And in theme provider we need a color. Yeah, we need to pass a props. So theme would be the theme we imported. So now we need to add a color provider, and in this we need to do a CSS reset. Yeah, here we go. Now this setup is more than sufficient. Like, you don't need to do anything else. Now we just need to import our homepage.js file here. So let's do that. Homepage from homepage. Here we go, and I'll just put it here. I'll just save it. Nothing will happen right now. Yeah, you will see this become dark because we had it dark from last time. So here we go, and we can just do this. Let me show you. In homepage.js we can just create flex very easily, so we can just import things. So let's do import at Chakra. Yeah, so let's see what do we want for now. We need buttons, we need flex, we need use toast, to just show the toast, we use the use toast, sorry. And we need use color mode. With this we need to just set the state and everything. So yeah, and maybe we need imp and form control. Here we go. So let's save this to do a little bit formatting. Let's go beneath this and let's make a flex. And here it's important to know, like, you can just do align, and that means align items, by the way. And you can just do it center, and you can just do justify, that means justify content. And I will just provide a height of 100 VH so that everything just comes in the middle. Here we go. Let's save this. Yeah, so we can just do anything in it, like it's center right now, so we can just make two form controls for now, maybe a button, maybe start. So button, we don't need to do anything here, by the way, we just need to provide it a size. Suppose size would be large, and we need to just change theme, maybe toggle theme, that seems more. So if I save this and go back here, you see the toggle theme button come up here, because we have the flex box and we have everything centered, and we have not provided a color, so it just becomes gray. So let's go here and let's make input boxes. So we will enclose all our input boxes in form controls. So form control empty, and empty means margin top, and we need to have it to 20 pixels so that everything just not get very we should have spaces, by the way. So let's make a new input placeholder, mail address. Here we go. So I'll just copy this thing and I'll just paste it here. Maybe we need size also. Size LG. Yeah, and here we need two things, by the way. Now we need the size to be LG, and we need the type to be password, so that whenever a user types a password, it should be all dots and not actual text. So let's check how does this look right now. Okay, so I know why this is happening, because we need to give flex direction here. So if we give flex direction of column, it will be fine. So let's check. Yeah, so it's fine right now, and we need to make a button right here which says login. So let's go here back to VS Code. Let's make a button. So button empty would be again 20 pixels, and variant color, yeah, so we need to be green. So what so you may be thinking that you can just use style to give it color, but the advantage is that if you do dark mode, then it will automatically choose a better color than green, and it will just change according to modes. So that's why you should provide it in variant color. So here we go, and we need this size to be LG, So we will just write here login. Now let's check. Yeah, so we have this working. So we would see toggle theme at the last. First we will do the toast part. So let's go here. We need to make a new variable here, const toast, use toast, and right here, and when I click this function, like, you don't have to do this everything here, but just for the tutorial purposes I'm just squeezing everything here. So let's go on click. On click I need to perform a function which would be toast, and here's the magic. If you do control and space, it will give you all the possibilities that can be there, so you can just do anything here. So first I'll set is closable will be false, because we want the alert to be as simple as possible, and we need the title as login successful maybe. Yeah, so we can even have description. Let's just give a description to it. And we can give a duration to it. So this is milliseconds too. I will just give 5000 for 5 seconds. Let's see if we can just do anything else with this. Yeah, we need the position, and position would be, in our case, bottom right. So bottom right, and there's one more thing. We need status, and this status just things of the number, so the color of the toast. So if I have error, the toast will be of red color. If I have info, it will be blue color, like that. So if I do success, it will be green color. So let's just try this. If I do login, this is the title and this is the description, but if I change this to info maybe, then this will change. This will be blue, and likewise if I do it error, it will be red, and so with warning. So this might be useful to you in some of the other case, but we need success, and we don't even need the descriptions. Let's just get it out of the way. So if we do this, it will just simply show this and no information. That's what we want. We need the message to be simplest form. So we have everything working. We can just type everything here, and yeah. Now let's go to the toggle theme part. So here, let me just make a, we need to take out color mode and toggle color mode. From use color mode, yeah, and just to change the mode, so we can just waste this button we can just pass in an on click. So let's go here and make on click. On click, it should perform a function, and it should be toggle color mode. So that's it. Fragment is defined but never used. I don't know why it's happening. Yeah, there might be many warnings. You can just remove whatever you don't need, but since this is just a tutorial, we can just go through things. So let's do this. If we toggle theme, you see this go from dark to white, and that green color also changes a bit. Like if you see, if I do it dark, it would be a bit lighter according to dark mode, and if I do it the light mode, it would go a bit darker, but it won't affect the toast in any way. So that's a good thing. You want this like that. So this was the tutorial on Chakra UI. I found it good, so I thought to just make a tutorial on it, and I would think of making more tutorials on it when I find something more cooler in this. And we could even make our projects with this. Like, I have many projects in my mind. I'm even working on one of them, so maybe I would include these in the other projects of mine, so it would be pretty cool and easier for me to complete it easily. So if you like the video and if you find it useful, don't forget to just subscribe the channel, and you can also like the video if you really liked it. And stay tuned for further updates on the projects, and I'll see you guys in the next video.